Welcome back, HMC. Today we're going to be hinging. So we're working on that hip hinge fundamental human movement. For today's workout, have those bands, have those dumbbells handy. We're going to need about 3 to 5 feet of space around us, and there is no floor work today. So grab that water, keep it nice and close by. Let's go ahead, reaching right on up. Exhale, palms to the ceiling. Take it to the left. Inhale, back up. Exhale to the right. Drop it down one arm at a time. Let's do some arm circles. Drawing those circles on the wall with the right. Let's switch directions. Just getting the blood moving through our whole body. Switching sides, left, taking it forward. Setting that intention for today. Why did you press play today? Switching directions. Amazing. Feet nice and wide. Let's start stretching out, mobilizing those hips. Hip circles. I have really tight hamstrings today, so even sending my booty back, I feel a nice stretch. Switching directions. Awesome. Let's go ahead. Kick yourself in the butt, mobilizing those quadriceps. Remember, we're setting that intention. Why did you press play? Why are you spending the next 30 minutes with me? All right, high knees, let's go. All the way up. Awesome, shaking it out. So let's go ahead. One hand on the wall for support. Swing those legs. Nothing crazy, we don't want to injure ourselves. Just mobilizing here. Perfect, switching directions. Awesome, shake it out, drop it down. Right foot comes up, draw those circles on the floor. Drop it down. Left leg comes up, draw those circles on the floor. Drop that leg down. Awesome. Let's go ahead, getting right into it. First movement today, starting out kind of with the basics. We're going to deadlift first, just classic. So grabbing onto those dumbbells or those bands, whatever you'd prefer. Checking in on our posture, so neutral spine, hug baby up and in, shoulders back and down. And I want you to imagine you've got like a broomstick taped to the back of your head and your back, and we're gonna make sure that we just drive those hips back, keeping that torso in a nice straight line. Screw those hips into the floor. Baby up and in, shoulders back and down. Deadlift for 15. Drive those booties back like you're pushing a button. All the way back. Hips forward and through. Making sure we feel it in those glutes and not that lower body. All the way down, all the way up. 2 and 1. Stand it up straight. Shake it out. Check in on where you felt that. If you're using a band, feel free to choke up a little bit on that weight if you need some more resistance. 10 seconds, screw those feet into the floor. Sometimes you'll see the Olympic weightlifters do that, truly. Working on that femoral angle. Hugging baby up and in, tuck that chin. Shoulders back and down, booties back. All the way back. Tuck that chin. Really thinking we're pushing the floor away from us. You got this. 5. Last one. Stand it up straight. One more set of these. Are we feeling warm? We're mobilizing those hips. We're practicing that perfect form. Fun little hinge day ahead of us here. Take a second, screw those feet into the ground. Neutral spine, hug baby up and in, shoulders back and down, tuck that chin. Dumbbells along the shins, let's go. Driving the booty back like we're pressing a button. We're shutting a car door with our feet. We're shutting a car door with our booties. Four, 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down. Shake it out. Grab that water. How did that feel? We should be feeling it. Things are getting a little bit spicy in our glutes. Next up, we're going to introduce kind of a new movement. We're going to do our single leg deadlifts, but we're going to let the non-weight bearing leg travel. So we're going to kick it out behind us as we take that weight down. So make sure you've got something nearby that you can use. If you're feeling a little bit wobbly, a little unconfident, don't be afraid. Just use that back leg as your kickstand. But if you're feeling up to it, let's go ahead, let that leg travel. So let's go ahead, getting ourselves set up using one or both weights or your band. We're going to start on our left foot. Shoulders back and down, baby up and in. And same thing, we're going to drive those booties back and back up. That is 1 rep. Let's go, deadlifts. Pressing through all 4 corners of the feet. Working on our balance, as well as strengthening those posterior chains. Whoop, there we go. Halfway there. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. Switching sides. On that right leg now, screw that foot into the ground. Shoulders back and down, baby up and in. Great big breath in, let's go. Make sure to breathe throughout this. You got this. Halfway there. 3, 2, and 1. Stand it up. Shake it out. 30-second rest here. How did that feel? Should feel nice and mobilized in those legs with kind of a little bit stability in that lower leg. We're exploring the space around us. Setting that intention, catching that breath. Shoulders come back. Baby goes up and in. Left foot first. Let's go ahead. Single leg deadlift. All the way down, booty goes back. You got this. Two and 1. Let's switch sides to the right. Getting ourselves set up. Screw that foot into the ground. Shoulders back, baby up and in. Five. 1/2. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop them down. Shake it out. Mobilize those legs a little bit. We've got one more set. Then we're going to move on to some banded movements, taking care of our kind of fundamental hinging movements here. 10 seconds, give your body what it needs here. When you're ready, mama, let's go ahead. Reaching down, left leg first. Hips go forward, baby, up and in. Shoulders back and down. Glide those weights. Drive that booty back. You got this. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Switching sides, right goes forward. Baby up and in, shoulders back and down. Drop it down. Halfway there. Three, 2, and 1. Drop it down. Shake it out. Grab that water. Grab a sip. We're done with the dumbbell portion of today's workout. When you're ready, reach down. Grab those bands, and we're gonna do a little bit more accessory work, kind of heavy on the accessory work today. We're gonna do our favorite, our monster walks, followed by a double burnout. We're gonna do a glute kickback burnout, and then a calf rage burnout as our finisher today. So taking what you need here, go ahead. When you're ready, let's get ourselves set up for our monster walks. All right, setting ourselves up for that monster walk. Feet are gonna go wider than shoulder width apart. Lace those bands across each other. Switching hands, comes up to the hip, soft bend in the knees, and we're gonna go 15 paces total. So you can go as far as your space will allow. I'm gonna go kind of shuffling back and forth. Whatever allows, we're gonna go 3 rounds of 15. Dropping it down, 15 reps, let's go. And we're not bringing our feet all the way back together. That would get rid of all the resistance. You got this. Ten, 11, 12, 13, 14, last one, 15. Stand it up straight, shake it out. 30-second rest here. See if you can play around with the resistance. If we're at that sweet spot, don't worry. 10 seconds here. Keeping that burn. Remember, we're feeling it in those glute medius right on the sides there. Feet go out. Hands come across. Bring it up. Step wide. You got this. Nice and wide. Touching. And 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down, stand it up. A little bit left here, one more round. Shaking it out. Checking in on how we're feeling. If you're finding you're not quite feeling in those glute medius, tilt your foot so your toe is pointed away from you. Kind of opposite of pigeon-toed. Turn it out a little bit. That might change the joint angle and have you feel it a little bit more in that glute medius. Getting ourselves set back up. Stepping in. Bands come across, up to our hips for 15. You got this. 9. 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down. That is it. We can do away with these bands as well. Grab that water. Let's get right into our double burnout, double cool down here. For our double burnout today, we're going to superset our glute kickbacks for 30 with 30 calf raises. Rest for 30 seconds. We're going to do that 3 times. So grab that water, get excited, get stoked. Let's go ahead. I will turn to the side so you can see the setup here. Hugging baby up and in, shoulders back and down. You're welcome to hold on to the back of a chair, a couch, a countertop if you need. But my right foot, the sole of my shoe is going to come up, and I'm sliding that box across the floor for my glute kickback. So when we're ready, 30 at a time. So we're going to go 30 on the right, 30 on the left, up for 30, rest for 30. So when you're ready, right foot comes up. Let's go glute kickbacks. You got this. Keep those hips square. 15, halfway there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down, switch for 30. Keep those hips square. Kicking back, halfway there. Keep that breath going. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand it up, shake it out, calf raise for 30. All the way up. Halfway. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. Walk it off. Take a lap. We've got 30 seconds to rest and recharge. 2 more rounds of this. Kind of sneaks up on you towards the end there. Setting that intention. We are there. Whatever's left in the tank, we're leaving it right here on the mat. When you're ready, right foot comes up. Slide it back. Keep those hips square. Notice how my hips are square with the screen. Sliding it, feeling it right in that glute. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switching sides for 30. Nice and controlled movement with precision. Holding on to that chair, that wall, that countertop if you need. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand up for calf raise. I hope we're still friends after this burnout. All the way up, all the way down. Halfway. 2 more rounds of 5. Last round of 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down, shake it out. Walk it off. We've got 1 more round. Give yourself what you need here. We're going to stretch things out. Thank our body for its hard work after 1 more round. Taking what you need. 1 more round. Set that intention. Right foot comes up. Let's pulse. Halfway. You got this. Get that intensity. Go to where you need to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switching sides for 30. So close. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Calf raise for 30. You got this. Third of the way done. Ten more. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. 1. Always starts to hurt as soon as you start counting down. I swear that's how the world works here. Shake it out. Grab that water, walk it off. Give yourself what you need here. We're going to do a really thorough stretch of our lower bodies, our hamstrings here. So when you're ready, mama, go ahead, reaching right on up. And on the exhale, fold either to the side or out in front of you, depending on what your body will allow. Hamstring stretch to the left. Perfect. Slowly but surely bring yourself back up. Reaching up one more time, exhale to the right. Spending a couple moments here with every breath falling deeper into that stretch. Awesome. Bring yourselves right back up. Let's step forward with that left leg back with the right. Plant that back heel. Press those hips forward and through. On the next inhale, let's go ahead, rock it back. Another angle of that hamstring stretch. See if you can touch your toes. Inhale, come up. Right foot comes forward, hips are square. Left heel is back, pressing forward and through. Exhale, rock it back. See if you can touch your toes. Perfect. And then we're going to go ahead, taking it down to our mats. All right, now that we're down here on our mat, let's go ahead. Stepping forward with that left leg. Right leg goes back, deep lunge position. Hands go inside. Open it up to the right, world's greatest stretch. 3 breaths here. Go ahead, place that hand to the side. Switching sides. Right leg comes out, deep lunge. Hands go in, open it up to the left. World's greatest stretch to the left. Perfect. Going ahead. I want you, if your body allows, to bring that left leg back out in front. Dropping that knee to the floor, shin across. Pigeon pose. Let's stretch out that glute. One more breath here. Go ahead. We're going to change legs. Right leg comes forward, shin goes across. Pigeon pose. Stretching out that glute medius. And then we're good to go. Sit down on our behinds here. Reaching right on up one more time. And exhale, take it down. Thank you so much for joining me. This has been our 8th ever Hinge workout. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for having me. Go ahead, take a sip of that water. Cheers. We'll see you next time.